Welcome back to Friesen Automotive. Today we have a perfectly functional car that starts, runs, and drives, and we're going to make it not that. I have a weird clutch issue that I would like to address and I'd like to figure out. Obviously I left all my big power tools at work, so I'm going to do this with what I have at home, but it shouldn't take me that long. Just have to pull this out, split the transmission, look at what's going on in there, and hopefully clean up some of the wiring all around it. I'd like to throw a new thermostat housing on it, as well as other things. To get it ready for a turbo kit. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, so I did some off-camera work, and by off-camera work, I mean the camera died while I was filming myself pulling the motor. So motor's out. That was not intentional. I was filming it, and then I heard it shut off, and I was like, "Oh, great!" And it was late at night, and it was pretty much out. So I just finished removing it. Ta-da! Empty engine bay. Motor's over there. Now we can split it and see, and hopefully figure out what's going on with the clutch here. It's being a bit ridiculous, so let's see if we can find anything wrong with it. While we're in here, I'm just switching out these wires that I had plugged into the back of this. This is all corroded for a new sensor and a pigtail, so I'll wire that in as well. That goes here, and then I won't have this mess. And that should look a little bit better. So I also fixed the crank sensor wiring and got a bit better sleeved. So that's not an issue anymore. Clean up other wiring where I can. Kind of make everything a bit more secure and better looking. So, yeah. So, I thought this was going to be sticking on the shaft. It doesn't seem to be. Seems to move just fine. The only thing I'm worried about is it comes out to here. So, possibly past. Because this isn't supposed to be on this motor. So that might be my issue, is just wrong engine transmission combination that's messing with it. Hard to say for sure, but definitely a possibility. Anyways, I'm gonna stop it now and back together. Man, I'm not used to working with stuff this small. Like this is the smallest pressure plate I've ever seen. Like, I'm used to stuff way bigger than this. But anyways, let's get this back together. Okay, the clutch is, or not the clutch, the transmission's back on. That was the biggest pain in the rear ever. I hate fighting manual transmissions on. It's even worse with a broken hand. As you can see, I did a bunch of harness repairs, so that's now correct. Intake air temperature now has one. And then this is now wired better, because I had to fix that sensor, just to keep some of the stuff out of there. So that's all I'm gonna get done today. I am really, really tired. That was a massive pain in the rear. I still have to do a whole bunch of work on the back of this thing, obviously, back there. And I need to drop this back in. I think I found the concern for my idle air leak as well, so hopefully this will idle better too once I get it back in. And then after that, I guess we start piecing together turbo stuff, because it's kind of everything other than the blower motor, but it's neither here nor there. I do have to figure out a replacement for this though, because this is where it was leaking air, and that is just going to blow out once this is under boost. So whatever, one thing at a time. We're making progress. Hey, let's do a quick recap, because I was 4 weeks ahead of filming and now I'm caught up. So there's a lot going on. As we can see, engines are no longer on the floor. This is my brother's car. He just put rockers in it. So he's been here at the shop working away. And then there's this car, which I pulled the motor out to do some trans stuff. I didn't think it was too interesting, so I just very minimally filmed it. You just saw all that. Ta-da, motor's back in. That was like 10 hours of work and got me maybe 10, yeah, not even 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of content. I then plugged in the computer, cables down there, ECUs there. I worked on some tuning stuff, and then I realized no one wants to watch me delete codes, recheck something, check a circuit, recheck the tune, see if it works. So then I just wasted a bunch of time tuning. So it was another like 5 hours of work with nothing to show for it. And then I spent way too long drilling out all of those pinch welds and spot welds to get this ready to weld that in. So that's going to be next episode. I gotta now edit this and make 3 minutes of entertainment because I've spent the last 3 weeks working on that stupid thing. Oh yeah, and I rebuilt the wall of that camper right there. So that's something else. So, a lot of things going on, a lot of big projects that need to get done that got done, but they're not very entertaining. So thanks for watching. I have more good stuff coming. There's turbo parts on the way. And let's boost this car. Anyways, see you next time.